when Jesus saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven. In Luke 10:18, Jesus says, "I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven." This was a response when the 72 disciples returned from their evangelism after Jesus sent them to prepare his way to Jerusalem. The 72 returned to Jesus and was surprised that even the demons submit to us in your name. He replied, "I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven." Satan's initial fall. Satan's fall from heaven is mentioned in Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. "How you have fallen from heaven, morning star, son of the dawn. You have been cast down to the earth, you who once laid low the nations." Jesus witnessed Satan's fall after Lucifer's sin, before Adam and Eve's temptation in the Garden of Eden. The prideful Lucifer glorified himself, but God had cast him down from his original place in heaven. Despite his fall, Satan has limited access to heaven, according to Job chapter 1, verse 6. Biblically accurate description of Satan. Isaiah chapter 14, verses 12 through 14, and Ezekiel chapter 28, verses 12 through 18, describe Satan's power behind the kings of Babylon and Tyre. "How you are fallen from heaven, O day star, son of dawn! How you are cut down to the ground, you who laid the nations low. You said in your heart, I will ascend to heaven. Above the stars of God I will set my throne on high. I will sit on the mount of assembly in the far reaches of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High." Ezekiel described Satan as the signet of perfection, full of wisdom, and perfect in beauty. Satan was in God's garden in Eden, covered with every precious stone. God anointed him as a guardian cherub on God's holy mountain. He walked in the midst of stones. He was blameless in his ways from the first day of his creation, until God found unrighteousness in him. In the abundance of Satan's trade, he was filled with violence and sinned, resulting in his being cast out. Satan's beauty made him proud. His wisdom was corrupted for the sake of his splendor. God cast him down to the ground and exposed Satan before kings as the devil profaned his sanctuaries. The fire consumed him and turned him into ashes. While these passages describe why Satan fell, they do not tell us when his fall occurred. Satan fell before the temptation of Adam and Eve in the garden. It must have happened after the angels were created, but before the temptation. Scripture does not say if Satan's fall occurred hours, days, or years before he met Adam and Eve. During Job's time, Satan still had access to heaven. Job chapter 1 verses 6 through 7 says, "One day the angels came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came with them. The Lord said to Satan, 'Where have you come from?' Satan answered the Lord, 'From roaming through the earth and going back and forth in it.'" Whether God still allows this to happen is unclear. Some say Satan's access to heaven was severed with the death of Christ. Others believe that God will cut off his access to heaven during the war in heaven at the end times. Satan's future. In the future, Satan will fall once again. Revelation chapter 12 verse 9 looks to another time in which Satan is thrown out of heaven. The great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil, or Satan, who leads the whole world astray. He was hurled to the earth, and his angels with him. Christian scholars believe this happens in the future tribulation period, when Satan is banned from heaven once and for all. During the Great Tribulation, Jesus returns to overthrow Satan's attempt to set up his kingdom. The devil will be bound for 1,000 years, released for one final battle, and defeated again when God throws him into the lake of fire for all eternity. Why did Satan fall? Pride was Satan's downfall. He wanted to be God, not a servant of God. Isaiah 14 is filled with I will statements that placed him above God. The beautiful angel was the highest and arguably the best of God's creation. The devil was discontented with his position. He desired to be God, take God's throne, and rule the universe in God's place.